What is up, ProGuides family? How are we doing? I'm your host, Sergeant Frost, and today we have a great esports analysis breakdown for you guys today. Today, we're going to be breaking down how 100 Thieves dismantled T1 in the Valorant First Strike tournament. But before we jump into today's video, I would like to do a quick shout out for our new ProGuides Call of Duty YouTube channel. If you enjoy Call of Duty educational content and want to see more, head over to the channel and subscribe. Now let's not waste any more time and get right into this video. For today's esports analysis breakdown, we are going to be tuning into one of the highest quality and most entertaining series of the First Strike North American tournament so far. Today, we will be analyzing the 100 Thieves vs T1 series, and we will be explaining how 100 Thieves, through a lot of adversity, still managed to beat T1 in a dominating fashion. For today's video, we will be taking a look at the second match on Bind for our breakdown. For our first round, we will be starting off with round 6. 100 Thieves is a well put together team in the competitive Valorant North American scene. They have a great mix of young gun fragging talent in DiceyX and Asuna, and they have a nice veteran leadership core of Hiko, Steel, and Nitro to round out the roster. With this well built of a foundation for a team, there will be many strengths along with other weaknesses that this team must overcome. We are going to be starting off by analyzing the 6th round of this game to show that 100 Thieves' biggest strength in this game is their ability to have a steel-tight grip on a bomb site when on defense. And they also have one of the cleanest and well put together retake strategies of any team in the world. To start this off, both teams will be on a full buy round. T1 won the last round because 100 Thieves light bought to repair their economy, and now both teams will have a chance at an even gun round. If we look at the minimap, 100 Thieves set up their defense in a somewhat typical meta fashion. 3 people on B site and 2 on A site. For players at home who are not caught up on the meta, the standard meta for pros and high-level players on the map Bind when defending is 3 players holding B site and 2 on A site. The reason this strategy exists, in simplest terms, is because it's harder to retake B site on Bind compared to A site. B site is harder to retake because it has long flank routes from A which can easily be cut off by smart teams. And B site is more closed off compared to A site because of the tin can in the middle of B. Also, the fact that back halls, hookah, and garden exists means that there's a lot more places for attackers to hide in post-plant. Pro teams don't want to be bothered with the impossible retake scenarios on B site, so to circumvent this map-specific issue, the standard meta for Bind is to have 3 players on B site to make it harder for the attackers to take it in the first place. Now that we've explained why 100 Thieves have 3 players on B site, let's talk about what they are trying to do here. The most effective tool for winning games in competitive Valorant is waging info wars. Info wars is a concept that started back in the earliest days of Counter-Strike, and in Valorant, those same strategies have stood the test of time and found their way into pro games today. 100 Thieves wage their information proxy wars in different ways than most teams, especially when on defense. Most teams on defense would gather info by safely playing in backside, and having info-based characters like Sova, Cypher, and Killjoy use their utility to spot out and call out enemies. This is called passive information gathering. This is where you let an agent's specific info gathering tools in their kit do the work for you. For example, this would be like placing a specific Cypher nerd cam to spot out attackers and they have no idea that the cam is there, or having Sova use specific well-placed cross-map arrows to ping attacker locations. 100 Thieves is great at doing the inverse of this, and that is called active information gathering. If you pay close attention to their defensive movements early in rounds throughout the game, they accomplish this by grouping up and playing close to front sight or by pushing out of sight altogether. If they travel in packs as they get aggressive in their information gathering runs, they have a better chance of getting an early pick and gaining crucial map control early on in rounds. 100 Thieves have done this active information gathering strategy many times throughout the tournament, and it is the reason why they win so many games. Getting back to the match, the first thing 100 Thieves do is go on a quick info gathering run to start the round. They have 3 players on B peek down B long immediately to see if any attackers are wandering around outside of B. And on the opposite side of the map, they have Omen and Cypher play close to A short to see if they can hear or spot any attackers getting too close to A site. This info proxy war strategy is brilliant and is the reason 100 Thieves win this round. From here, the B site players can conclude that there's no active threat being posed towards B site, so this gives crucial info to the A site players that danger is nearby. 100 Thieves are a team that plays with a lot of confidence in the way they set up their defenses for most maps. The way Cypher and Omen are playing close to A short here is a great example of that. Playing close up on a site entry point can allow you to hard deny any aggressive entry fraggers that will rush on the site. It also allows for 100 Thieves to potentially catch the attackers off guard and allow them to get a spray down and pick up the multi-kill. Fast forwarding a little bit into this round, Cypher and Omen back up their crossfire and Cypher moves into established showers control. There's 1 minute left in the round and no T1 players have shown face or used utility at B site, so with this info, 100 Thieves conclude that they will hit A sometime soon. T1 makes their move, and they use Phoenix Ult and Flame Wall to go in first and create space for his teammates. T1's plan here is to get U-Haul control so that they can cut off 100 Thieves' lifeline for reinforcements by putting pressure on Heaven and CT spawn. If we pay close attention to see the positioning of 100 Thieves players, T1 made a crucial mistake here that cost them this round. In the chaos of ultimates and smokes, T1 fails to clear out close cubby and does not detect how close Omen is to A short. For this mistake, they pay a hefty price because Omen swings out of the smoke undetected and takes out Brax, their best player who is on Cypher. With his death, Cypher drops the spike and now T1 are in a pickle here. Their strategy did not go according to plan and they have lost control of spike. This gives ample time for 100 Thieves to rotate and quickly box T1 in, leaving them with nowhere left to run except the teleporter. In that exchange with Cypher, Steel goes down on 100 Thieves, but the sacrifice was worth it because now they have the location of the A short players, the shower player, and they have control over the spike. 100 Thieves is in a good position to take this round now that T1 have shown their hand and there's nothing that they can do about it. Moving forward in the round, T1 try to salvage the situation by grabbing the spike, and they take out Omen and quickly hit the teleporter to get a quick plan on B. In this situation, Spider's left in a 1v3 and there's nothing much he can do to defend against 3 players who know exactly where he is. 100 Thieves make the intelligent play here, and they don't immediately start chasing right behind him. They know exactly where Phoenix is going, and they surround him on all sides and swiftly neutralize him on B site before he can even plant. This is a round well played by 100 Thieves, and their main successes can be chalked up to playing an aggressive info proxy war, and by playing aggressive positions at the front of bomb sites. This allows them to get early frags before attackers even have a chance to step foot into site, and oftentimes can disorganize a team and cause the original plan to go right down the drain. If you want more help learning about how you can improve your play in Valorant, make sure to check out ProGuides.com. You can quickly upload your gameplay VODs on our website, and we have coaches online 24/7 who will quickly get back to you and help you on your journey towards improving in Valorant. ProGuides.com will teach you the necessary skills to rank up faster, enjoy the game more, and receive premium help from our online coaches. You can book a session whenever you need it according to your schedule. No more time being stuck in your elo. Head over to ProGuides.com to begin the journey to the rank of your dreams. Now, let's transition into round 15. In their first buy round on the attacking side, 100 Thieves show why they can be one of the most overwhelming teams when on offense. It is common in pro play to see teams spread out and play for picks and sit on default positions when attacking. This is a very passive way to attack in Valorant, and by all means it works for many normal teams. But 100 Thieves is far from a normal team, and they thrive when they bring the fight to their enemies, and that is exactly how they are playing this attacking round. After losing their pistol round and save round on attack, 100 Thieves look to overwhelm T1 on A site. The 2 previous rounds before this one, T1 followed standard procedure and placed 3 of their defenders on B and 2 on A. With this knowledge of where T1 players are usually stationed, 100 Thieves decided to make a proactive decision and take the fight to T1 on A site. 100 Thieves is by no means a slow team when attacking, even though sometimes they overcommit when attacking and they end up paying for it. But this round they take the non-standard approach to taking A site and they decide to put 4 of their players in showers. 100 Thieves know that T1 will likely have at least 1 player in showers, so they stack their cards on neutralizing that player, and they proceed to take site control from there. Taking showers control is actually a very beneficial strategy for taking A site on bind. When you have a smoke agent, you're able to cut off 2 power positions by smoking off Heaven and CT connector, and doing this will open up the site for attackers to move in. After 100 Thieves got the pick on Skadoodle and showers, they proceed to use their utility and flashes to contest back site and U-Haul, and they pick up frags on AZK and Dazed as well. 100 Thieves are doing an A+ job at taking A site this round. First they approach the site from the non-standard route of taking showers control, and then they play patiently and get picks on Skadoodle, AZK, and Dazed. From there, they manage to cut off the rotation paths temporarily, all while planting in a good spot on triple box and getting in good post-plant positions before Phoenix and Cypher can show up. This round is a textbook example of what a professional siege of a bomb site should look like. They have full control of the bomb site and they make sure the team are positioned in post-plant spots that will make sure T1 don't have a chance to clutch this round. This, my fellow ProGuides family members, is what a professional round of attack looks like at the highest levels of Valorant. Before we move on, you guys probably thought that I forgot, but I could never do that to you guys. With that being said, it's time for our question of the day. Today's question is, who do you think will win the First Strike Finals, TSM or 100 Thieves? This guide was written before the finals occurred, so I'm predicting 100 Thieves to dominate TSM. 100 Thieves is a much improved team with their new roster, and I think TSM still has a lot of firepower, but they have old and outdated strats and standard defaults in their play. They need to spice it up if they want a chance at taking out the young guns and veterans on 100 Thieves. My prediction is 100 Thieves is going to take this series 3-1 over TSM. Let us know in the comment section down below who you think will win and what the series score will be. Closing out this video, let's dive into the last round of this game. This will be the deciding round that puts 100 Thieves over T1. To start off, both 100 Thieves and T1 will be on a full buy round and the match score is 12-10 in favor of the Thieves. Right off the bat, a quick thing to note is that T1 is getting desperate as they try to hold on to this game, and they are doing something out of the ordinary on defense, and that is, they are putting 3 of their players on A site. Why is this, you might ask? Well, 100 Thieves have shown that they are more than willing to attack A site, and they will do it aggressively with extreme coordination. T1 is a smart team, and they can read this strat since they have fell victim to it multiple times this game. So to respond to their aggression, they move Jet, Sova, and Omen over to A site. With their third extra player, they're looking to use Jet and her AWP to force a pick on A site to slow down the aggression from 100 Thieves. With that being said, 100 Thieves are in the driver's seat this game, and they won't let 3 players stop them from taking a site with the quickness. As the round begins, T1's gamble with Jet opping works, and they get an early pick onto Omen and Showers. But 100 Thieves have some ultimates to play with, and they deploy them to clear out the power positions on A site. If you look at the minimap, they have 2 players in Showers who get the retaliation pick on Jet, and they have 2 players on A short watching their cross. This is a nice setup from 100 Thieves. They played patiently and they brought the round back to a 4v4, and they proceeded to gain map control from there. The last thing you want to give a well-coordinated and well-coached team in Valorant is free picks and free map and site control. This is exactly what T1 did, and they will pay heavily because of it. Fast forwarding in the round, Asuna jumps over the truck on site and lands the most clutch frag on Omen and U-Haul, and this pick is what wins them the game right here. After that pick, they elect to hit the teleporter to hit B site as fast as possible. From there, they know the only logical place T1 can come from is CT spawn, so with this information they plan in can and set up to defend the can from garden. In this situation, garden is the best spot to defend the spike from when it's planted in tin can. 100 Thieves has a 2v2 situation on their hands, and they both are watching each other's crosses to make sure a T1 player can't sneak up and get a free kill from elbow or from backhall's entrance. After T1 has a failed attempt to use Phoenix Wall and go for sneak defuse, 100 Thieves close out the game and the series 2-0 against T1. Well everyone, that's all we have for our pro analysis breakdown of how 100 Thieves dominated T1 in the Valorant First Strike Major. If you liked the video, then be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. We upload new videos just like this one every single day, and the best way to stay notified of that is by ringing that notification bell. Don't forget to check out ProGuides.com to gain some access to some truly amazing coaching. Remember to stay safe out there, and I will see you all again very soon.